All right. Hey, this episode is gonna be special. Every episode is special, but this one has a little bit more sugar on it. You know what I'm saying? It's got the whipped cream. It's got the Hennessy drizzle. So before we jump into this, today we have a special guest. My big brother, someone I met in 2008 when I moved to San Jose, someone who helped shape a difference in my life and the way of thinking and the way of giving back, coaching with young kids. Today, this man baptized me with thinking bigger and thinking better and believing in myself. He's one of the many men that came into my life at the right time, at the right place. He understood that I was coming, I was running away from things to start a new life, to start a new family, to do something better, to do something different. And when I ran into this dude right here, Mr. L Block, Lawrence McGee, Coach Lawrence.
Yes, sir.
AKA L Block in the building.
No question.
A lot of these folks know him as Manaboo from Milpitas, Sunny Hills. Welcome to the roots of ambition, dog.
Welcome to the roots.
Well said. Manaboo, Sunny Hills, baby. Remember that for certain. That's real. I didn't even know that was coming.
Yeah, come on, bro.
5035, baby. Let's get it.
Man, so hey, let's jump into this, man. Brother from another mother, big bro, L Block.
Yes, sir.
I remember when I first called you the first time, I said big bro.
Yeah.
You were like, oh shit. You just called me big bro.
That's what's up.
I was like, yeah, bro, you the big bro, man.
That's no question.
Bro, where do I start, bro? When I first met you, is at the football field.
Now I got a story for that.
San Jose, Berryessa, the Cougars.
Man, that was a day.
Yeah, I'll let you run with it, bro. I'll let you run with it. You get the mic. You get the mic, dog.
I'm just saying, I mean, coaching for years, Berryessa Cougars, definitely from Milpitas, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, had an opportunity to coach the youth. Didn't really mind the area where I was at. Just, you know, Berryessa took me in. And Coach Keith.
Shout out to Coach Keith.
Coach Keith. What's up, Grumpy?
Grumpy.
Came up and said, hey, I need you to meet somebody. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, you know, no problem. You know, father, got kids, you know, we've been down that road before. And so, excuse me, he wanted to get involved. So I come walking over there. We were at Shepherd Middle School, you know, back there in the back.
Sized me up,
you know, oh, yeah. And I was like, hold on, man. You know what I mean? I don't know if I want him to coach with me. I'm the big dog on campus. This is a big cat, man. I don't know what's happening here. So we met up on the grass, shook hands, just embraced. You know what I mean? Real respectful young man. I mean, got him by decades. You know what I mean? So, but he's real respectful. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Didn't have no chip on his shoulder. Wanted to be involved. He wanted to be included, if that's the correct word to use.
Right.
He wanted to be a part of something. He's coming from down south, you know, the San Diego area, you know what I'm saying, up here with us, and he just wasn't forcing himself upon us. He just wanted to be like, are y'all, what can I do to help? Exactly what I remember, exactly his words. Yeah. What can I do to help? He didn't say coach. He said help. So we got to talking, and then saw his, you know, the baby girls, and they were at that time, they're too young to cheer.
Babies.
We had to wait a little while, but they, you know, once they were ready, you know, we're going to take care of them. But he stayed around. You know, he coming out, and what can I do? So it was a no-brainer.
That
you know
was
what I mean?
crazy,
His energy.
bro.
It was his energy. He didn't come with a chip. He didn't come as I know this and that. He came with a learning mentality.
Yeah.
So he's always been a learner, is what he just wants to learn, you know what I mean? Sometimes it gets overbearing, like, bro, can you sit down? I don't want to. No,
Hey,
I'm not.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Sit down. God damn, you know what I mean? And when you make him sit down, he do this shit. I was like, man, you got Tourette's? Man, what is wrong with you? Can't you sit still? You know what I mean?
It's so fucking true, dude.
Man, I know him. I know him.
It's my dude right here, bro.
So over the years, when he came, once we got, you know, a little fast forward, when we got to the point where he was gonna coach with me, he was locked in, man. He was locked in. He really wanted these kids to play ball. That's one thing I did admire about him. He wanted these boys to play football. You know what I mean? And he tested them. He wanted to make sure they had heart. They wanted to make sure we're gonna play hard. We had chants. We had a lot of things that happened over them years, and that no one could take away from us.
Yeah.
I mean, we had battles. I mean, when I'm talking battles, when we're stomping sidelines with me and this guy and other coaches, it was something that I wouldn't change for nothing in the world.
Man,
that was
great experience.
Great experience. Practices. Just coming in, and then he'll and then when he does that, right, and then he'll just do the shit in the middle of the field. Kids knew to lose. Click. They knew. I mean, being honest, he'll just do that. He'll just stand in the middle. And I'm like, hey, there you go. That's going to work. And I'm the head coach. So I didn't even need a whistle. He just do that. Kids knew the time was lock and load. So, I mean, there was just a lot of things he did that the kids are always going to remember. He'll you know, he grabbed them, he disciplined them, he worked them, he did a lot of things. And I was like, how does a first-year coach know how to do all of this? Either there's one or two things. One, you're trying to show out, or two, you played.
Yeah.
He played.
Yeah.
He knew how to suit up. He knew when it was like to put on pads. He knew what it was like to be at football practice. He knew that. He played. That's all it really takes to be a coach. Either you're going to know one or the other. Because I've had some coaches that ain't never done nothing in football, but want to come out and be over
the top.
Yeah, over the top and doing all kinds of like and everything. We're looking to show the kids. I'm like, I'm on the side with the kids. Mm-hmm. You need to.
All right.
You're doing too much, man. Relax yourself. No, that's not even how we roll. He didn't do that. He knew what it like to go out there and hit and bang. And so the kids respected it. I respected it. We had our differences? Sure.
A few times, coach. He had the big brother my ass. Hey, pump your brakes, bro. Pump your brakes.
Let's do this. Don't let the size fool you. I wasn't always this size. This cat was a big ass dude. This was a big dude, and I was a big dude. So we had to make sure there was some, you know, some pecking order jumping off in there, you know what I mean? Like, I get it, man. I mean, I might have to look up to you, like, but I'm still big brother, man. You're taller. But hold on, man. So,
I thought your kneecaps off, big dog.
And then if we want to jump off the football, it was his family, though. I mean, the way the guy had his family structured, though, that was I think that was the sealing point for me. That was sealed it for me. Is when I actually got invited. Say, why don't you come on over? You know?
Yeah.
And we've been through practices and all that and everything. And then he said, come on over. And I came over. Didn't trust Logan.
My dog, my boxer.
I'm sure he didn't trust you either.
No. That's what I was just about to get to that.
I mean.
Love, rest in peace, love him.
I miss that dog.
Yes, no knock on him. He was doing his job.
Yeah.
I was a stranger.
Yeah.
In his house. And them bloodshot eyes looking through the goddamn screen at me. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, hey man, I don't know about this one. Logan's and he ain't that's not no average dog. That dog was serious about family.
Yeah, man.
He's serious about them kids and move very smooth in the house. Don't make no sudden movements and that kind of shit. Am I lying, G?
No.
Am I lying, G? Don't make sudden movements. You better respect.
Oh,
It was his house, but Logan was on my mind. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna be all right, baby. And he'll let him in, and I'll make sure I stay still. When he came up, move smooth.
Yeah.
I mean, Logan was Logan.
Yeah.
But he was a great dog.
Great dog. But you respected him.
Yeah.
Because he demanded his respect in his home with his family. I am a stranger.
Right.
I just got there. So if you think I'm going to go out there, hi, no.
Not with Logan,
we're not going to do that. I'm be like, not with you. Hey, salute, sir. This is your home. I'm going to move as you say I move. I'm not going to cause you no problems. But the hospitality, off the charts. Food, drinking. We're up there doing shots. Everything. He was like, don't worry about that. Well, and it was not, it was in a smaller house.
Yeah.
Right.
And we were packed in there pretty good.
Yeah.
Go and watch football. I mean, when I say that the man was not, okay, you know how sometimes a man would try a little too hard to try to fit in?
Right.
That's not G.
Right.
G was being G. So either you gonna love him or you not.
Right.
He wasn't trying to do nothing extra. He was, this is me. Because I don't have to have y'all in my house. You know what I mean? I don't have to have y'all here. I invited you here because I like y'all.
Right.
We wouldn't even own the love and brother thing level yet.
Yeah.
That came later.
That came later. Yeah.
It was like, hey man, I want to fill y'all out in a way.
Right.
He brought me that. He was
touching you up.
Yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He brought that. Let me fill y'all out if I want to continue to mess with y'all. And I got it. I got. A lot of cats don't see it.
Yeah.
But being from where I'm from, you see,
you read between the lines real quick.
So he was like, let me fill y'all out. And he filled us out, and he's like, man, and some survived, some didn't.
Yeah.
Hey, so you coached for how many years?
20.
So obviously you've been around a lot of parents, and you kind of alluded to it, but what is like, how much can you tell about a man? You can meet the guy, and you did, but then you go to his house, to his kingdom, and you said like the way his family structured, like. How much can you tell about a man once you get to go to their home and meet their family and see them interact with their family?
Sure, that's a wonderful question. Absolute wonderful question. Oh my God. So if y'all don't mind, I'll go ahead and explain that to you. Some people shouldn't be parents.
Yeah. 100%.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be excuse me, everybody. I gotta go ahead and wipe it off a bit. Some people shouldn't have children if you're not prepared for it. If you're not in for the long haul, you should not have kids. I have met parents. I've met single parents, single fathers, single mothers, guardians, grandparents. Well, the list goes on and on. But to your question, when you meet a man. And you have to drop his child off or whatever the situation is, and you see the situation, that child kind of becomes more important to you than the others because you know that the other ones maybe have a little bit more structure,
right?
And this one just doesn't. So this one just didn't really want to play football, but they know they can hit people because they're upset and they're angry and they don't know how to really get the aggression out. So they use that sport to run through people and get it out. And when it comes down to, dropping them off, picking them up, the whole nine, you see where they're at and what they're doing. The difference is with Danny is his structure was first. Was it perfect? Not where he wanted it, but it was nothing compared to what I've experienced. Nothing. I mean, you have to understand that I'm actually not even telling it in depth as what I should, because that's people's business. You know, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep that where that is. But him, he's always been family first. From what I saw him,
Right?
like, this is my place. This is my family. This is my queen. This is my kids. This is my home. You're welcome to whatever. He just moved differently. He just moved differently. He talked differently. When he met people from my family, well, my people, if I was introducing to my wife or my kids, whatever, hey, how are you? Knew how to speak. Knew how to introduce himself. You know, there's some things that, you know, some men just don't have as manners. Yeah. And when you have manners or you know how to respect people, that's something that either it's going to be phony or it's going to be something that's actually in you. Mm-hmm. And when you, sometimes he's accepting to a fault. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Accepting to a fault. So he's learning. He's going to give you an opportunity to shoot your own toe. Yeah. I'm gonna be here for you. I'm gonna ride with you, but I'm gonna keep it real. But I can tell you some stories about some people that used to hang with us that caught the wrath of it, boy, at poker night. Oh my God. And I'm looking at this cat like, so you really just gonna let him talk to you like that, huh? Oh. We're not gonna say who no names, but boy, if you see this, you know who I'm talking about. Because that's how he rolls. I mean, he'll full of smiles, full of laugh. We always want everybody to have, like, go in and what you need. But don't let that fool you, though. There's always another side to him that you don't want to see. When you cross a boundary, you're going to see a different part of him. But to get, I kind of got off the subject a little bit, but the difference what I saw as him, meeting him as a father, he was a father.
And so you said, and I agree, I don't think everybody should have kids.
No.
But there's parents out there that maybe fit that description, whatever that is, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Especially if they're young parents, right? Like you have a lot of young teens that have kids or just had the kid for the wrong reasons. Mm-hmm. You know, with your experience of meeting all these parents, mm-hmm. good and bad, mm-hmm. right? What would be one piece of advice that you would tell, like, let's say young couple, they're like 18, 19, mm-hmm. you know, they're like fighting with each other. This mm-hmm. kid is 3 or 4. The kid's not being taken care of because mm-hmm. they're just too fucking wrapped up in their own business.
Mm-hmm. So and the kid's already born. They had a baby too.
They already have a baby. They already had it in their own situation. But, you know, you're here. So what would you tell them, you know, a piece of advice that you would share based on what you've seen with other parents?
I think the first thing I would tell them is that there's no putting it back. The baby here, boy or girl, and there ain't no receipt that came out with this child. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to go ahead and you got to ride it out.
Ain't no receipt.
There's no receipt that came out with this child. You cannot take this back to Walmart. Nothing. Once that you decided to lay down as grown, you got to stand up as grown.
Right.
You can't say, oh, we made a mistake. No, there is not. That's not the baby's problem. Mm. That's you're gonna have to grow up quickly, and grow up in a hurry.
And unfortunately, a lot of people don't grow up. They don't
do that, and then they now it's it's a burden now. And then,
but some people in that situation may identify that there's a problem. Mm-hmm. They know they're not doing well by this kid. Mm-hmm. They fucked up. They know they want to take responsibility, but they don't know where to start.
The start is where is your parents? Where is your people? Who can you speak to?
To find a circle.
And that's where I would love for more men. And this is no knock on moms, mothers. Mothers are crucial.
100%. Yeah.
Crucial.
Yeah. Fathers are too, though.
No, but when moms are crucial. Mm-hmm. You have to understand. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I say that is when you have a man who just say that he has young kids who made we never want to call a child a mistake.
No,
Never.
But you did something that is going to hinder your life.
That was not part of the
going
plan.
forward. Yeah, it was not part of the plan. If you have a man, a father, who can at least communicate with his son, but has a soldier by his side as the woman to give him that strength and not make more chaos. She's like, I got you. You need to fix this. I cannot talk to him. He's not going to understand me. You need to handle that. But he doesn't have to look over his shoulder knowing that he has a queen right there. That's why she is so crucial. So that his mindset is, I need to fix it. You fucked up. I'm just going to be honest with you, son. You're fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
You're too young for this. So now this is here, the baby's here, we're going to rally as a village. We're all got to do this. We cannot put this on your shoulders. I'm not going to turn my back on you and say, oh, no, you did it, handle it. That is not the way it's going to work.
Amen.
Right. That's going to be a failure. And then not only are you failing your own seed, you're failing your seed's seed.
Mm.
Because you are the grandfather.
But oftentimes the reaction is like, get the fuck out of my house. You're on your own.
And that's a reaction that is warranted because you're angry and disappointed. And you just, what were you doing? Now you're acting off of emotion. Mm. But once all that calms down, I mean, because your boy, he needs that. Mm-hmm. Get your ass out. Right. You want to be grown? Go be grown.
Right.
Go ahead. Go out there and feel what this world got for you. Go ahead and taste that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But as you settle down, he coming home. Come on. Get your ass back in here. How did it feel out there? How did your stomach feel? Was it growling a little bit more than usual?
Yeah.
Was you sleeping there? You got little bags there, huh? You ain't getting no rest, huh? Come on home. We gonna work this out. But yeah, you foot the ass, tough love, yeah, that's always needed. I'm not saying, when it happens, you go in and say, I got you. No, dumbass. Yeah. What was that? Get your ass. Going out there and be grown then. You want to lay down grown, you got to go out and be grown. And sometimes you got to give them that tough love.
But tough love without some sort of reasoning behind it. Like there's a reason between you being an asshole and you having tough love because you said, okay, I got to have him walk through this path so he can learn this. And if he gets to the end of this road that he needs to go through, I'm going to be there waiting for him versus you just being an asshole and leaving him out.
I believe that comes later. Right. That all of what you just said right there comes later after you got a chance to sit back and think. Your first reaction is going to be, you're going to make a mistake. Right. You're going to say, I wouldn't call it.
Because you're learning as well.
Yeah,
too.
You've never been through it. Yeah. Where you're kind of putting us all, it's all of us. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Maybe I didn't see what I should have saw. Maybe I should have been more disciplined here. You really start second guessing yourself as a father. Where did I go wrong?
Yeah.
What move did I make?
How many kids do you have, Coach Lord?
I have two.
Two?
I have 2 kids, yeah. And I got 2 grandkids.
What's the one thing you've learned from them, from your kids?
A lot. I've learned a lot from my kids. That's a good question.
Is there one in particular that stands out the most?
I would say I wish I loved them unconditionally is what I learned, how to love unconditional.
That is awesome.
Good, bad, sideways or upside down, you find a way to love them unconditionally. That's what I've learned from my kids. My kids are great kids. make bad moves.
We all do.
Yeah, make bad moves, but they know when they do make the bad move, they have to deal with the situation.
All of us, bro.
Yeah, that's one thing's for certain. So I do have that.
God damn, that water was hot.
Like
My dad told me not to touch that shit.
I told you. He said it. He said not to do that, but I did it anyway. But from what I've learned from them is when I was younger man, and I'm be honest, I started becoming a father at 17.
Oh, you were young.
Yeah, I was young. I was a baby. I didn't know what I was doing, and I was figuring it out, and I just knew one thing, though, and I knew is just work hard, get jobs, bring money, feed, pay bills,
provide,
and don't repeat what I went through. So that was what my biggest thing was. Do not repeat the cycle. Just no matter what, be there. That's it. Go get the little whatever job. And back then, it was no jobs back, for a kid. But you just keep grinding. And as the kids get older, you be there. You got something going on for school, whatever. It was always my mindset to just lock in on what's going on with them. Mistakes have been made, angry, upset, overreacted, maybe I should have listened, reacted correctly. There's a whole lot of things that happens when you're raising children. And when you're raising children and where I'm raised my kids at, you're overprotective to a fault. Like, it's just, it's natural.
Yeah.
If you're a real father, and then you kind of have to build yourself into a father. You're just at this time, the fun part was making this kid. Right? That's the fun part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when it gets here, now you have to, grow into that.
You got responsibilities.
Yeah,
now.
but for my situation growing up, I knew that what pain is when it comes down to that. So they didn't have to look far to find me. They knew exactly where I'm going to be. I'm either going to be at work or I'm coming home. And that's just what it was.
How were things growing up for you?
Huh?
How were things growing up for you?
Difficult.
Where you grew up?
Milpitas.
Milpitas.
Yeah, California. 95035, Sunny Hills. And that's where I grew up. But I moved around a lot. It was a situation, you know what I mean? And the people that know me, they know me as Manaboo. And the ones that know me as Manaboo know that situation. When the ones that know me as Lawrence, you met me later. You met me when I was an adult or older or whatever, you know what I mean? So that's when
Coach L Block.
Yeah, Coach L Block. But if you ever with me somewhere and you say, Manaboo, or you hear that name,
That's
you know somebody that's known me way back in the day where I was, this was funny. My big brothers, if they see this, they're gonna crack up. But they, when I was growing up, they called me Alan Ripley. It's on my phone, but I used to have a little fro, but anyway.
You gotta send us a picture.
We're gonna find that shit. We're gonna find that shit.
Yeah, look it up
right now. I'm gonna say it right now.
We're gonna find that shit.
If it's cool to use my phone, but that's
you
my
said
brother.
Alan Ripley?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna give it to you right now. There it is. Rodney Allen Ripley.
Rodney Allen Ripley.
That's what they called me. Rodney Allen Ripley. That's what they used to call me. And but growing up, it was a situation, man. Parents, did what they had to do to survive. I did what I had to do to survive, and had big brothers all the way around. You know what I mean? My big brother CC. He was always he had my back growing up. You know what I mean? He come looking for me, always try to come find me. I was always ripping and running through the, even as a youngster, man, they couldn't keep me in the house. So my big brother, CC, Chris, man, he'd come find me, get me home, or the neighbors would, and, so that's the story, man, growing up, you know what I mean?
How many siblings you had growing up?
I have 5 brothers and 1 sister.
Okay.
Yeah. And
you the baby?
I'm the baby.
You're the baby.
So I had, I've lost quite, I don't even think I have 1 brother left, or 2 brothers left, excuse me, and my sister. The rest of them are now rest in peace. So, so I had, they were all older though, they had me late.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So I was the youngster. So they still called me the baby. You know what I'm saying? You're still my baby brother. And my mama said, you're still my baby, but I embrace it because it's important, because I'm the last one. So, but we're growing up, I say, listen, I'm a fisherman.
Yeah.
And I'm a badass fisherman. I'm going to be honest with you.
That's the same fish, Coach.
It's the same fish, Coach. I can get out when it comes down to catching some fish.
Yeah?
But I would give that to my father. My father taught me how to fish, you know what I mean? And he left me that. He left me 2 things. He taught me how to fish, and he taught me how to work hard.
Respect.
Everything else, I figured out.
What about your mama?
My mom, she loved me as a mother should. She loved me. She did the best she could. That's all I can say.
Take it or leave it. That's it.
That's all you can ask for.
That's it. I don't ask her for anything. I blame her for nothing. She did the best she can possibly do. And that's all I can ask for her. You know what I'm saying? She, if I need it, there's times where that mashed potatoes and meatballs, boy, last 2-3 days, man. Well, but you wasn't hungry.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You wasn't hungry because they were some big ass meatballs, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Mom would get down there, but she would go get get a big bag of potatoes, some hamburger meat, roll that up, spice them potatoes, go ahead and move and kill it, man. And we were good.
What's one food that, like, when you, back in those days where it was like tough and there was not enough to go around, that you like crave now? Because that happens to me often. Like,
beans and rice.
Like,
everything.
Beans,
yeah. I used to hate
mashed
it.
potatoes and gravy. That was the shit. I mean, when I say she put her foot in it, boy, she used to, man, we used to just, you had to, first they were big, but then she learned, make them a little smaller, so you scoop them up.
Spread them around.
But she also used to make me a breakfast. And this was later on, but it would be bacon and eggs and hash browns, right? Now, the hash browns, she would always lay the eggs on top of the hash browns. And then she'll have the bacon and then she always knew I loved them over easy. She did whatever she had to do, but the things that you'll never be able to forget. Those type of things, you know what I'm saying? So I always tell her, we don't even, actually, be honest with you, we don't even talk about the past. You know what I mean? My mother's 86 years old now. The past, there's nothing. All I want is another 86 years.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you?
That makes 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that reality? No. But
we learn from the past, bro.
No, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So how was it for you when you met Ardella for the first time? Becoming a father. Right?
Terrifying.
What went through your heart? What went through your head? What went through your emotions? Like, how did everything go? You know what I'm saying?
Terrified.
Yeah.
Terrified.
17.
Absolutely terrified. Mistake after a lot of mistakes. Loved. Knew that I was in for the long haul. Wasn't going anywhere. Girl. Did y'all catch that?
Girl.
So if anybody
Change the
has a
game.
girl, it changes everything. Because no one's good enough for her. I'm just being a buck.
Yeah, bro.
There's no one good enough for your daughter.
Yeah.
Your son's girlfriend, it is, well, okay, man, whatever. I get it. So I hope her daddy is as picky as I am. That's not my problem.
Yeah.
My problem is make sure that, hey, man, we are giving you the talk, you know what to do. That's a different subject.
Yeah.
And when you have a girl and a boy, the things ain't fair. Things aren't fair. They don't get treated the same. No, absolutely not. Your boy gets treated differently than your daughter.
Yeah.
And your daughter gets treated differently than your son. It's the way it works. If my daughter wants a drop top black on black Mustang, that's what she's gonna get. His ass is getting a job. That's what you want, you better go get a job.
Hell yeah.
If my daughter wants this, all I'm saying is when you have a daughter, you raise that bar so high, then dumb numbskulls can't reach it.
Yeah.
So when you smell a turd walk in your house, no, he ain't it. He ain't it.
Oh, I like that.
And then, but the thing on top of that, when you don't like them, is when they really like them.
Yeah.
So you gotta play that game, right?
You can't win for losing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't win. No, not. But boy, if you dislike that boy, that's when it's like she really loves you.
Yeah.
And
you learned that lesson the hard way.
Oh man, I mean, but she knew how I was, and she knew that it was going to be tough for her to be with anyone. Period. The proms and the dances, and you can do all of that, but I'm gonna be involved.
Right.
I'm gonna make sure that he knows don't cross no lines, because me losing my freedom for my daughter is not gonna I'm not gonna lose no sleep. 3 hours in the cot. I get breakfast in the morning. I can take a shower.
Yeah.
They feed me. I get a bunk. I will go there for my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So let's make it obvious. So I'm gonna make it obvious to you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have no problem with that. I'll tell the judge, I did it, and I'll do it again.
Hell yeah,
yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
All right. So fast forward.
Mm-hmm.
How was it when you got Darius in your hands, bro?
How?
So you went from a girl, then you're going to a boy.
Oh,
right?
So that's a little different.
How many years apart?
6.
Okay, so you had some experience already.
Oh shit, you better think about it, bro. You on
He's
live
gonna
TV?
Be 30.
You on live TV?
5 or 6 years. Yeah, they're 5 or 6 years apart. When I got him, when I got him and he was born, it was different because he was a boy.
Mm.
But the truth of the matter is, we had a very old doctor. I mean, this man should have retired a long time ago. He ain't got no business doing this no more at all. So he's telling us it's a girl. The whole 9 months.
No.
This is real talk. You want to know?
I never knew this story, bro.
Tell you.
Oh, shit.
So, the whole 9 months, my wife's like, don't buy no girl stuff.
It's not
I'm
a
like,
girl.
what are you talking about? I gotta, I'm do what you tell me to do, but she's like, whatever you do, don't buy anything that has anything to do with girls, because this is not a girl. I said, okay. You the boss. I didn't.
No shit.
Nothing. All I'm waiting for is.
So Rio felt it though.
She knew it. She's a woman. That's why I say, what did I say about the woman at the first of the interview? Yeah. How crucial they are. This is more than just I'm gonna get back to my story, but women is God's greatest creations. That is hands down. We are here to move and lift and do all that kind of stuff, man. But a woman, we ain't here without them.
It's a man.
Neither one of us is doing this podcast without a woman.
Without a woman, for sure.
It's a man's world without a woman.
Man, that's just real. Woman is God's greatest creation. That's just put that out there.
Yeah.
So we waited, and so fast forward a little bit. She's having the baby. I'm coming off a night shift. Eyes is crooked. I ain't slept. Boom. I'm waiting for her to have the baby. He comes out. Bing. I lost my shit. I'm screaming.
No
in
shit.
Yeah,
I can hear your ass.
I'm screaming. So I go out in the hallway. All the nurses like, we don't need to ask you what you just had. I'm hollering. I hollered because I'm waiting for a girl to say that.
Excited.
Grabbed him. Did the same thing I did with her doll. She was a little older, but I did the same thing. And I said, I'm here. And you'll never have to look for me. I always will be right here. I promise you I'm going to be here. You know what I mean? And you don't have to come look for your father. I will be here until my time is done. And I made that promise. And I kept that promise. The promise is kept to this day. They know where to find me. They know how to contact me. They know everything they need to know. Never will be a time where I say, I'm selfish enough to not want to be around my babies.
I'll never forget this conversation me, you, and Ivan had in the garage. We were playing dominoes. We were smoking a cigar. And what you said that day, I still hear it in the back of my head. You used the word, we are engaged with our kids.
Absolutely.
That is the difference between a lot of men and their boys.
1,000%.
A lot of men are not engaged with them. And remember when you said that word, bro, I went home that night and I remember this shit like yesterday, bro. I remember laying in bed and reading a dictionary on the word engaged. Right? I put the dictionary back and I really started to like, fuck, bro, I'm engaged with them, but I'm not as engaged as I should be. And that changed a lot of the way I thought with Danny and Carly and Bella.
Sure.
You know what I'm 100%. Saying? And I appreciate you for saying that because when you said that word to me, it made me look at my kids a lot differently.
As you should.
You know what I mean?
Their lives, you are 1,000% responsible for their lives. They didn't ask to be here. They did not request this. This is all on you. So you have to look at them as they're everything. So when I say you have to engage in their lives and everything that they do, your life pretty much, you have to put your life to the side and it's all about them. That's it. What they need, whatever is going on, everything is about them.
Yeah.
There's nothing else about your life. That you should have thought about that before you had children. Children are everything. That's why they're called children. That's why you're called a parent. You can be a guardian or whatever, but when you're a parent and a father and a mother, and if you're blessed to have both, you fly out next week. And you go to college.
Yeah.
You have that stability. Everyone's going to make mistakes and everyone's going to do things wrong. It's just there's no way in hell you're gonna go through life and not stub your toe. It's just not gonna happen.
No, never.
And that, kids, and I believe that kids have every right to make all the mistakes they need to make.
Yeah.
But just the thing is, listen when I tell you you're making the mistake. So just don't repeat it.
Not only do they have the right, they should. They should be encouraged.
Yes.
We were just having this conversation earlier.
Make the mistake.
Like, you want them to have those mistakes early on when you're still there, when you can still be the support.
Yes.
Because you're going to make mistakes when you're on your own, when you're doing your own thing, and hopefully you can look back on some of those mistakes under supervision per se, right?
You think?
So L Block, I got to ask you a deep ass question. I think I know what it is already, but I'm gonna ask you anyways.
Yes.
All right, this is my big bro. So in life, men have two lives.
Yeah.
One when he's born, and two when he understands why he was born. Right? I've been privileged to see you give back to the community, bro. I've seen you pour your heart and soul into some kids, bro. Not just coaching, but like you said earlier, bro, taking these kids to their home after practice because their parents left them there. They had no ride. And I remember you one time telling me, bro, I ain't got no fucking gas money.
Yeah.
But I'm going to figure it out because I got to get these babies home.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What is your purpose, bro? And when did you find your purpose in your life?
That's a good one. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet.
You haven't figured it out yet?
No. I just do what I feel is right. And if something feels right, then I do it. If something does not feel right, then I don't. My purpose really, to me, is irrelevant, if it makes sense. Because I've stopped a long time ago worrying about what I'm here to do. I just do what I feel is right and what makes me happy. Coaching made me happy. So I must have been doing something right.
But I got to argue with you on that one, bro.
Sure.
I think when I met you, you taught me what my purpose was. Because I saw what I believed, maybe I'm wrong, but what I believed was your purpose. And I thought your purpose, from what I was able to see, was giving back, helping each one teach one.
But I agree with the argument, but I'm yet to, maybe that wasn't my purpose.
You're just focusing on the now versus
maybe there's something else that's coming that's out of my control. That maybe there is a plan for me.
Right.
Coaching those kids or coaching with coaches and all that, it felt natural. It felt needed. It felt rewarding. But I don't know if it was my purpose. I really don't. I'm just being honest.
Hey, so if you were gonna describe yourself to somebody that doesn't know you, and maybe this kind of goes to with the question you were asking, how would you describe yourself? If you're gonna answer the question, who's Lawrence? Without telling me what race you are, what ethnicity, what religion, what God you believe in, what football team you like, and what do you do for work?
Without all of that.
Without all that. Who is that?
Who's Lawrence?
Lawrence. I love the laugh, bro.
Who's Lawrence? Lawrence is a hardworking family man that refuses to he refuses to continue the cycle. See, I'm Lawrence McGee Jr. the third. So there's several of us. And there's a cycle with that name.
Right.
So Lawrence is on a mission to never repeat the cycle.
It sounds like Lawrence's purpose is to break a cycle.
Break a cycle. That's Lawrence's purpose. Lawrence McGee, who is my name, he has
Breaking the cycle.
broken the cycle. Broke it. Smashed it.
Cheers.
That's his,
bro.
That's
Jesus Christmas.
That was his purpose. Now, there's another side of him. He has an alter ego.
We all do.
And his name is Manaboo. He's a little bit different. You have to get them. He's not the one you're going to get close to unless he allows you to. That's just the way it is. He calls me L Block, but he actually loves Manaboo. He just doesn't know it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I allow him to be close to me, and he allowed me to be
so
close
which
to him.
one's the persona, Malibu or
Manaboo?
Manaboo or of course Lawrence? I think I know the answer.
Persona?
So like if you're gonna say this is truly who my core person is, because we all.
Well, now that I'm older,
Right.
I'm mixed, and they're one of
because it doesn't change. You just put filters on top of it.
Let's put it this way: in my everyday life, what I do every single day to survive, then I'm Lawrence. It's Manaboo that you want not to come to the party sometimes. Because he's just
right.
He's a great guy, beautiful guy, not a problem. He's not a bully or no. Everybody knows I don't do none of that violent stuff. I'm just really straightforward on how I feel about things. But you have to know who I am.
So I guess people get probably intimidated.
Yeah, no, maybe, and I've had that problem many times, and I'd say stop. Don't be that. Don't be intimidated of me. I'm the nicest guy USA until I'm not, and that's all up to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not just gonna come off flying off the handle.
Right.
But that name is special. Actually, my brother gave me that name. I was as you know, young kids. He called, "Hey, what's up, little man?"
Mm-hmm.
And then, "Hey, boo." And my brother just put it together.
Manaboo.
And it just stuck. It stuck with me for the rest, till today. Till right now. I got big brothers out there who's going to see this.
Yeah.
And they
Snake, Feliciano.
Feliciano,
yeah, I mean, I got big brothers out there. Big brothers, rest in peace. But I got Bernard. You know what I'm saying? We got Nardo out there in Texas. We got I got brothers out there that know me as that. If you know, they don't know me as the other name because they know me. They watch me grow up.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
See, Lawrence is my actual legal name.
Right.
I can't get a job using Manaboo.
Right.
That shit they ain't matching. It ain't on my social security number.
Yeah.
But I need to go ahead and use that. So when I'm at work, they call me Lawrence.
Yeah.
Right.
When I'm doing this, they call me Lawrence.
Hell yeah.
So there's another side to him at the same time, which I respect him because he's my comfort zone. That's my comfort zone. And I'm hoping I'm not confusing people, but when you have two different identities in a way, you're same person with two different identities, you move different.
Yeah,
like I know how to speak differently in this situation than what I would do in this situation. Yeah. And when I see somebody, you know, and they know me as Lawrence, I move a little different. When I see somebody and they call me Manaboo, I kind of move a little different, you know what I mean? So it's that's all it is. It's nothing like that. It's nothing like he does this and no. It's just it feels good to have two different kind of identities like that.
Right.
Yeah.
It really does, and I was blessed with it. I was blessed with it, and I own it, and I love it.
So
I ride with it.
So I got to ask you a question, brother. What have you learned from the first half of your life versus what have you learned the last 5 years of your life? Right. What are the two things that you've learned in those two components, man?
The first half of my life, I had no control. I was out of control. I thought I knew everything. Couldn't no one tell me nothing. I was hard-headed. I was rebellious. There was just too young. There was too much going on, too much movement. Was trying to figure a lot of things out, you know, and I was very confused, very upset, a lot, very angry. I remember being very angry at everything in the world, you know, and that's where it came down to my music. You know, when I started doing music, I used to write really angry music, you know, but I used to go to sleep with headphones on. And I used to, it's back in the day when we had the cassette tapes, and then when the tape was done, it would click, and then the other side would play. I had one of those, and that's what I used to go to sleep to. Then I would wake up and I'd hit weights. I was just channeling energy away from me because I was just built up. And once the second part of my life happens, I learned to tell myself that these are movies in your head. You're creating the movies in your head.
The angry part?
Everything. Oh, this is happening. So when I find myself thinking of something, and I get my emotions get to the point where I tighten up or I move, you're creating this. Right. No one else is thinking this. So why are you so wound up?
Yeah.
So I'm learning to calm down. I learned to calm down a long time ago.
Yeah.
You know, but I also have this thing called a sixth sense. Well, I know something's wrong. And I hate it because it's 99.9% correct.
Yeah, that comes from a survival situation.
I hate it because it did come from my survival situation. So I know when something's wrong. Like my wife would come in and her body language ain't right.
Yeah.
And I'd just be like, I'll wait. She'd be like, what are you talking about? I'll wait.
Yeah.
Oh, not tonight? All right, for sure.
We'll talk about it later.
Next day, come home, do our next day.
Yeah.
I'll wait. Why do you keep asking me that? Because you going to tell me or we going to argue about it? I'm not even going to give you no more outs. I already feel it. Oh, okay, well, and then you have to listen.
Yeah.
And be a listener.
You have to learn how to do that too. Right?
Or the kids. I need you to come home right now. But you heard what I said. Come home.
Yeah.
It's an intuition. Maybe it's something I prevented it. Maybe it was paranoia. Maybe it was nothing. But you better listen to it or you're going to regret it.
Because often it's right. I know exactly what you're talking about.
When it gets tight and something is really heavy, you better listen to it. Because it just doesn't happen just to happen. Then you better listen to it because if you don't, you're going to be like, something was warning me. Now I got it. No, just go with your gut instinct. Let them be mad at you. My kids would say, Dad, I want to go to Great America today. All my friends are, whoa. And I say, okay. Come back and see me in an hour. And I'll just sit quietly and think about it. If I feel 100% about it, I'll drop them off, Give them money, pick them up. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell the parents, don't worry about it. I got everybody get home because I feel good about this.
Yeah.
If I don't, no, you're going another time. They don't understand it. No, you'll go another time. This is not, I want you to stay home tonight. And I've done that because I felt something. And sometimes you have to go with your feelings. Now, was I wrong? Possibly.
Right.
Could it be something that happened to me back in the day where I just brought something that possibly, or I'll hit it right on the nail. So I'd rather go ahead and, hey, Barry Bonds that shit and hit bombs than strike out.
Yeah.
I struck out because I didn't listen to it. So I listened to it. And once I wake up and I look in the room and they're still in there and they're safe,
I'm good.
I hit bombs. I'm good with it. Yeah. That's the difference between him back in the day of rah, rah, rah to now calm your mind, relax yourself, think about what you're doing, think about the moves you're making, and that's the difference. And we credit to getting older. And if anyone who's scared to get older, you're wrong.
Talk to him, coach.
You see this? This is well earned and well respected. Gray beard. That's what I love. I don't give a damn. I'm getting older because I'm blessed to get older. If you're scared to get older, you're defeating the purpose.
But the opposite of getting older is being dead.
That's it.
It's like you're blessed.
I'm 53. I just turned 53 years old. A lot of the things that I've done through my life, I shouldn't even be close to this age. Or I still would turn this age, but I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Getting older is the most beautiful thing that you can ask for. That's why they call them the elders.
Right.
The elders know things.
That's right.
And if you don't get older, you ain't gonna know anything. These youngsters think they know everything. Get older. Get older. Get wiser. Be locked in. Understand that, hey, you're not going to have answers for everything. Life's going to throw you curveballs, and you calm down. I got two beautiful grandchildren, two beautiful grandkids, Raulo and Catalea. One I call Stinky Face, which I can't figure out why, but he got it when he was little, maybe because he always had chocolate in his mouth. And then I have Peanut, I call, and these are those are my grandkids. And every time I even hear that word Papa, that just, it's kind of like when the Hulk turns green.
Right. You turn into Papa.
You know what I mean?
That's the third version of you.
Right. Yeah, I have two wonderful grandchildren from my daughter, who had two beautiful kids. And I'm gonna let that be known. She works her butt off to be a great mom. She works her butt off. I salute her for how hard she wants to really do what's right. She knows, I'm telling her. She really busts her ass, but she's smart. Master chef.
Yeah?
Oh.
What's the best thing she cooks that you like?
Spaghetti, baby girl. You know what daddy's talking about. She knows I love that spaghetti. She makes the spaghetti. This her spaghetti.
Yeah.
Best USA.
Man.
Best USA.
Man. She makes, she's a master chef.
L Block.
Yeah.
What's the worst advice you've ever gotten about just getting older, being a man, just life experience, bro? What's the worst piece of advice? Like, you can go back and just slap that person right now, bro. Because I've had a few, but the few that I've gotten that were some great advices, Coach L Block.
No question. The worst advice I got about getting older?
Or just in general?
Honestly, I'll tell
It's
you
just
one.
worst advice I've ever gotten?
Just worst advice you ever gotten about just getting older, life, being a father, being a husband, just advice that you can look back and be like, if I can go back 20 years and just slap this motherfucker for telling me that dumb shit. Because I've had a few, bro. I've had a few. You know what I'm saying? If I can teleport right now 20 years and get to the dude that told me some dumb shit, I'd beat the fucking brakes off of this fool because I listened to you and that shit bit me in the ass.
I don't know if I have one of those.
Okay.
Because I don't talk to anyone like that.
All right.
I just don't. I mean, especially I'm not.
All right, scratch that. What's the best piece of advice you've ever gotten? Advice that's helped mold you, that's helped make good decisions in your life, the advice that just kind of just pointed you in the right direction or just felt good inside from getting it. Because I've had many of those as well. And again, you were a lot of those advices.
These are great questions, guys. These are great questions. The best advice.
I love how this motherfucker pauses.
Because I don't want to just talk.
No, I know. You know what I mean? I love how you fucking pause like that.
Because I really want to think and come up with a proper answer.
I love that.
And,
I love that.
I think the best advice that I've ever gotten is the advice that I've given myself.
Which is what?
Whatever the situation is. I've never been a kind of person to say, hey, man, I need to talk to you about this. Can I talk to you about my problem? I just kind of sit back and figure it out.
You think this goes back to your survival instincts from the way you grew up?
Survival instincts. I believe that the reason why I say that is the people that, I'll put it out there. Yeah, I'll put it out there. The people that were older than me didn't have it together, so the advice wouldn't work. The people that were needed advice was younger than me, so I was giving it. So when it was time for me to figure something out, I talked to me.
Right.
Because I didn't really have, let me go and get advice from this person or that person. No. It was because I was always, they come looking for me to give them the answers.
Right.
But when it came down to say, hey, I need some advice on something, I'd go into my studio, I'd put on some music, I'll listen to some old school, I'll listen to some Earth, Wind & Fire, I'll listen to some Ice Cube, I'll listen to some Parquet, I'll listen to God, the list goes on. And so I just have my headphones on and I'll go into my mind. And once I come back and say, okay, this is the plan that I came up with. And I just have to be honest with you. I mean, it wasn't too many folks that I can say, let me ask you something.
Would you say that because in the sixth sense that you spoke about earlier, and the survival instinct that you have, when you come from a bad situation, would you say you were able to be more aware and therefore pick up on these adults that didn't have the good advice? You were seeing them make many mistakes. So would you say that you kind of learn through their mistakes in some way, right? Because you were absorbing this?
It goes back to not repeating it.
Right.
It's not repeating the cycle. Like I've seen that before. I've seen that mistake before. I've seen this mistake before. You're repeating the same thing over and over again.
Because you have that thing, right? Like when you come from a survival situation, you have the thing where you always have your head on a swivel, right? Which on the bad part, you're like a little paranoid.
Absolutely.
Right? You're just,
absolutely.
But on the good side, you're catching what everybody else isn't. Because everybody's walking like this in La La Land, and you're just checking what's going on.
Yeah, you can actually call me a voyeur. I'm a watcher.
Okay.
I watch people. I watch how they move. That's why I still deal with him. and this is the truth.
Yeah.
Because he's just a good person. And not only is a good person, he's a good man. And not only a good man, he's a good family man.
Yeah.
And then not only a good family, he's a good husband. And not only that, he's a good business. He's got a lot of good traits. But in between those traits, he had to battle his own problems.
Mm-hmm.
He battled his own problems. He didn't, he maybe this may have happened, this may have happened, he may have made this move, but look at how he brought it back.
Man,
he never quit.
I don't know if you're going to be able to.
You know what I mean? He never quit, but he never quit.
Right.
He never quit. He was a wide-eyed youngster, man. Big, but he was a wide-eyed youngster.
Yeah.
He's looking for something. Why from all of San Jose, he landed where he landed. Those are the things that you never try to ask, why did that happen? You just take it and run with it. We could have clashed right then and there and never been friends at all.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't. Took me on my first cruise. I ain't been nowhere. Furthest I've been in my life was Las Vegas. Took Mexico. It looked like San Jose. I was a little disappointed. I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was gonna see some beaches. I'm like, hey man, hold on. Somebody did we get off on downtown San Jose?
Hey.
That's not me in my life.
Hey, motherfucker, you bought it on Groupon?
but at the same, but with the dope stuff though, when we was on the ship, I ain't never been on that kind of water, and I love water. Right. I love boats. I love all that. So that was all in a great experience. And I got a free trip because I had to pay $1,500 for this, right? Yeah. Went to the slot machine and won $1,500. Yeah. So I got a free trip.
Nice.
I was happy as hell. While they at the poker table, it was crazy. Yeah, I'm going to tell the story. Hell, I'm going to tell the story.
All right.
You know why I love him? His room here, my room here. Now, we done drank absurdly the night before. So I don't even know if I'm in the bed, on the couch, in the shower. All I hear is poo, 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 poo. Exactly what he does. So I'm opening my eyes. My wife's always like this. She's like this.
What the fuck? This mother.
No, she's just staring at me. I don't say nothing to her. She's just staring at me. Poo, 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 poo. She's still just staring at me. I believe you. She was like, really? I was like, this is my first run out the gate. I don't even know what's going on. So I hit the ball back. I'm up, bro. Well, now what? Get dressed. We're going to do something. I said, man, the sun ain't out. What are we doing? But it's his energy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The man had mad energy. Mad, and you know him. Mad energy. So that's, when you know somebody, you know somebody. That's why I watch people. I'm a people watcher. And then there's people that I've come across that I can't deal with. Mm. Your energy, I don't want to deal with your energy. Your energy ain't on I can't deal with you.
Nothing personal.
Nothing personal. Yeah. We just can't, matter of fact, we can be cordial in certain situations if we're in the same spot, but I'm not going to reach out to you and hang out with you because you just come with a different energy. Mm-hmm. Right. Because everybody got demons.
Right. Everybody.
Oh, if it's, I would challenge anyone to tell me they ain't got no demons.
If you think you have no demons, your demons must be deep.
Yeah, and if the minute that you accept the fact that you got them.
All right, so we're back.
Love that.
We're back.
So go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I have a question that I've been dying to ask you.
Ask me.
So 20 years of coaching.
Yes.
There has to be some wild-ass stories, but think of one wild story of whether it's a crazy parent that started a fire on the sidelines or I don't know, just what is a wild, crazy story from coaching?
I love the way he pauses and he thinks. This is Coach Lawrence for you, 100%.
For sure.
That's one thing. Before you even answer that shit, bro, I'm going to give you your flowers on that, dog. I've always appreciated that about you.
Yeah.
You've always paused and you thought, before I answer this question, I want to answer it the best way possible with with the
with
best
accuracy
information I can give you.
Exactly. Because you're
always been
talking
like
20
that, bro.
years of everything. And I think
I love that shit, bro. Fucking love it.
I think it's several different stories, man, because I've always coached the big boy level. Was the big boy levels used to be called the midget level. You can't call it that now, but this is the way it used to be.
That was what, 13, 14?
Yeah, 13, 14, and 15. We're 15 at this point. You don't have no grades. You should have already been in high school. So, and so that's what it is. But I think the craziest one is the this story right here. We're in pretty much in y'all backyard. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. We're in Mountain House. And Mountain House, we've already played them 2 times in a row during the season. And then you have to understand that when you're coaching this level, you really can't add too much to the sauce. And what I mean by that is you can't overwhelm the kids with plays. Okay, they got to know what they're doing. I mean, you are dealing with adolescents. These kids' minds ain't developed to learn a whole entire playbook. Mm-hmm. So you have to. This is what you have. Yeah, you have to shrink it down. And some people say like dumb it down. I really don't like that terminology, but that's what you have to do. So anyway, we played them in the regular season. Then we played them again. So now we're the number 1 seed. This is the championship year, and we played them in the first round of playoffs. Now, you have to understand that, Powell, I really will say on camera that I don't know how they really feel about us. I can't say either way, but I think that was a setup. So because you never played the same team 3 times in a row.
Never.
Because there's not too much more you can show them.
Right.
All right. Now, I will tell you right now, have you ever, when a team you playing and you gave them a bagel, what does that mean?
The bagels, man, they didn't score nothing. Zero.
So I handed out bags of bagels throughout the season.
Shutting them out.
Everybody.
Killing them. Couldn't score. And then we had to write a letter when you score over 30 points.
Yeah.
So we wrote a lot of letters. And I handed out a lot of bagels. That's how we were. Not this day. It was about 210 degrees. I knew for a fact the sun was way closer than it usually is. It looked a little bigger. It was hot as a motherfucker. It was so hot, there's spider webs flying everywhere. This is a crazy day. I can't stop a nosebleed. And what I mean by that is this team is just running all over my team. But they got a new kid that just came back from injury. So he would drop back about 30 yards and spread out my whole defense.
Yeah.
And then take off. So now you got to understand that my defense also plays offense. So they're tired.
Right.
So my offensive coordinator, Donald Walker, Pooh Rock, my dog, little brother, got you. I had to keep outscoring them. Back and forth. Back and forth. I cannot stop them. Now I'm pissed off. Now, the kids, they're getting a little, I don't know what you call it, but, oh, I'm injured. Oh, I'm hurt. So they sit on the bench. Sit on the bench. If you heard, I got to put the next kid up. This is win or go home now. We're the number 1 seed. We lose this game. All that work from the regular season don't mean shit. Mm-hmm. We go home. This team that didn't deserve it is going to move on. I got to do what's up. Parent in the stands. You don't care about my kid. Mm. What about my kid?
All the time.
I can hear him. But I'm not saying nothing. So his kid is sitting on the bench like this. I turn to look at him, go back to coaching.
Sitting like this means I quit.
I quit.
I don't give a shit.
Hey, I don't
That
give a fuck about my kid. Kept going. He talking about his back hurt, but he's sitting like this. And I ain't never seen nobody with a back injury sit like he just sitting up here waiting for the bus. So I'm like, I don't know what to take. So we go through that motion. Other kids see his energy, they start following this. So I'm shooting whatever kid I can get out there. We're going back and forth, man. I can't lose this game. Excuse me. The kids can't lose this game because this is their season. I can still hear the dad barking. He's pissed because I'm not looking after his kids. So he wants me to call plays and go check on his child at the same time. So I'm thinking, why aren't you out the bleachers at this point?
Yeah, checking on your kid.
Checking on your child. So you're not going to get any reactions out of me. I hear you, but I'm not going to react to you. As soon as the game started shifting, the kid's injury just goes away. Like, oh shit! Did you just take some?
Your back hurt?
Some Harry Potter type of fucking potion? What the fuck just happened?
Seriously, dude.
Oh, you're good? No, well, now it's shifting back in our favor.
Now we're winning.
Now you're okay. So you want to get back in the game. Unfortunately, I need the kid. So I'm like, okay. All right. All right. I got you. Stay right here. Stand right here. Show your daddy you can move. You're not a paraplegic. You're fine. We're good. Long story short, boom, set up the defense, intercept the ball, in the game, we go home. Tuesday's practice, we're waiting for round 2. Here comes his daddy. His daddy comes to practice. Still pissed. And I'm like, I didn't forgot about it. He walks up. So, and this is the what I was telling you about the other guy that's sitting in here. Walks up. Well, you didn't give a fuck about my kid. Blah, 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 blah. I said, we need to talk about it. I said, well, let's talk about it. So he kind of took a step back and said, stop right now. Come on. He starts walking off, so I follow behind him. Tell me about your kid. He went back into the game, didn't he? Did he play? What's the problem? Tell me what the problem is with you. The problem was he lives vicariously through his son.
Yeah.
So they took it out on us. So now he's walking over to Keith. Keith, he knows who Coach Keith is. Grumpy. He walks over to him. He's trying to figure it out with him. And I'm like, no, you need to come figure this out with me. You didn't came back to practice with some shit that happened Saturday.
Yeah.
So then now you know about Saturday. You had
Sunday,
Monday,
all day Monday.
And then Tuesday, you still fish grease over this shit? For what? Did you have to take him to the doctors? Did you have to take him to any kind of emergency? No. And then but I did hold my tongue because I didn't want to tell the man your son was being
special.
Right? And he was being special. And I'm going to be respectful. Not going to call him out his name.
Yeah.
But parents are an absolute nightmare when it comes down to coaching. Because when you sign your son up at 8, he's an 8-year-old mighty mite, junior midget. They expect that child to go pro the very next year.
Serious shit, bro. Serious shit.
No, my son's going to the NFL.
Yeah.
I said, well, shit.
He's going to retire me.
Yeah. Little Johnny ain't even played. He's an NPR player. How is he going to go pro next year? I don't understand. I already talked to the head coach at high school. I said, he's 8. The illusion, it's crazy. The delusion of these people of saying that this kid who doesn't play, hasn't played, we have to play him 8 plays. That's the law. That's the rule.
51-50.
Yeah. Yeah. How come my son doesn't play? Hey, right? How come my son don't play enough? And I said, well, because he's not good. And they don't understand that kind of feedback, you know? And I said, well, hey, sir.
Let's catch you up on the mic.
I'm sorry.
When do you take him out to the front yard and work on his position?
Never.
Oh, but I have to work on it. I said, well, I got 120 minutes to make your kid a football player. I got 2 hours. Now, most of that is warming up. Most of it is conditioning.
Discipline.
Agilities. So I literally have 45 minutes to make him a football player.
If that.
How it depends on the day go.
Yeah.
And that's if they're 100% in the game.
And we only get 3 days.
Sometimes, bro, like, you know, we spend more time just discipline, dude.
Up, downs. Look at this. Look.
Well, it's because I'm tired today, coach.
Yeah.
So what would you say, and it's gonna be 2 different versions, right? So I'm a parent. I didn't play sports. I now have kids. I'm putting my kids into sports. What message would you tell those parents? Like the things you wish you can tell them that maybe is not said out loud. This is a parent that is new to sports. And also on the same token, what would you tell a parent that like they play football in high school and the mom was a cheerleader and they think their kid is gonna be, like you said, is gonna retire them. So what 2 messages would you tell those 2 different parents?
Pretty much the same message. Stay out the way. Let us do our job. Unless you want to come volunteer.
Yeah.
Unless you want to volunteer and come help. If you don't know anything about the game and you've never played, definitely stay out the way.
Hey,
hey,
real quick, I'd be like, hey, are you the head coach? Hell no. You see that big brother? You see the big brother right there?
Go holler at him.
Don't tell me.
If you know the game and you play the game and you hit and you understand the pain and the exhaustion that comes with playing football, then you should really stay out the way because you know that we got to work them hard. Now, if you really have a lot of input and you want to come help, then come help. But sometimes that's a problem because when somebody who has played the game wants to coach their kid, they're coaching their kid. The other 11, the other 10 don't matter.
Yes.
The other 10 don't matter. They just want to coach. They're playing daddy ball. And that's where it becomes a problem. And then we have to tell them, hey, man, you know you got to coach them all.
Yeah. You
can't just coach yours. Yeah. So what we're going to do here. So it's a similar problem, but they both need to just stay out the way unless they both want to volunteer. Now, if you have never coached, bring drinks. Cool, make sure they're hydrated.
Oranges.
The oranges, bring this and that. You know what I mean? Be involved. We're not your 2-hour babysitter. So don't just drop them off and bounce. It's 5:30. If you got a night job, I get it. Not a problem. We work with you. Hey, coach, I start work at 6. I need to drop my whoop. I know practice starts at 6 to 8. Can somebody help me whoop? Yeah, not a problem, man. Go ahead and make your money because you got to keep some bread on your table. I get it. But if you just want to go drop them off and just
go to the bar.
I wasn't going to say that, but there it is.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
We ain't your 2-hour babysitter. We're not your 2-hour babysitter. So that's I'll pretty much tell, it's the same thing. Just stay out of our way. If you have questions, if you have concerns, we're more than happy to address them after practice. Or if you get there early, address them before practice. But during practice, you got to leave us alone and let us do our thing. If you want to know, why is he running so much? Well, how about you have that conversation with him in the car? Because I'm not just doing it to pick on little Johnny. He pissed me off. And he knows why. So just ask him when he gets in the car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's going on? And then also one thing about coaching is you have to be dad, drill sergeant, parole officer, psychological doctor. You have to do a lot of things with these kids. You have to do it all in 2 hours.
Right.
These kids come in, no discipline. Live with their grandparents.
No discipline.
Run all over their grandparents. So when they come out there with us,
no,
they're like, you can't. I can't what? I can't what? Okay. I can't what? Okay, let me show you something. I can't make you do this? How about this? Get them going. Stand right here next to me. And now they're doing up downs because of your attitude.
Yep.
So now they're pissed at you.
Yeah.
Don't worry about me. Worry about them.
Did we do the hit and drill?
Oh my God. And then you wonder why you get hit a little harder than everybody else. Because everyone's not, no. Then after I get done with, you stand right here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do machine gun. Uh-huh. Come on, let's go.
Yes.
Come on, mouth.
Yep.
Come on, mouth. Let's go. Line them up. Now, I didn't give them 25 up down. They're pissed off.
Yeah. Superman.
So they're sitting up there like, and he noticed that kids are like, because one thing you have to do is you got to turn your peers against the bad seed. The coach can become the Charlie Brown teacher. Womp, 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 womp. That out in one ear and out the other. They don't even hear you anymore. But when you're suiting up with your peers and you're about to go into what they like to call battle, war, whatever, whoever the coach has different terminologies about what you're about to go do. You have to suit up with them.
Mm-hmm.
And when you suit up with them, it's a little different thing because we're not there. So it was one thing that G knows. They sit on the bench. You can talk amongst yourselves, but I better not hear nothing loud.
Mm-hmm.
You put your gear on, get ready to weigh in, talk amongst yourselves. These kids that sit up there, if you was a problem all week, they probably wouldn't even talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel like an outcast. So no one wanted to be that guy. So for me to discipline a kid, sometimes I do it in different ways, make them run, whatever. But when I put him in a circle and I circle the team around him and he has to stand there and watch his team do 25 up downs because he wants to act crazy, that's a different kind of feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And that will humble you for sure.
And he's just looking at him.
So let me throw you a curveball here.
Yeah.
We like to ask this question all the time. If you could be any animal in this world,
Ooh.
what animal would you be and why?
Ooh-wee, I love that question. If I can be any animal, I'll be a lion because I'm a king. That's how I feel about myself. Straight up. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, if I had another choice, it would definitely be a silverback gorilla.
Why?
That's exactly who I am. I just relate to both of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a king of my castle. I'm a king of my home. So I have a lion mentality when it comes to my space. And when you see a lion, he's about his family. He's about protection. He's the king. A silverback will rip your arm off and beat your ass with it.
Yeah.
I love that. Don't have no rules or regulations. Strong, respected, eats fruit, eats salad, eats all that, and big and strong as a beast.
Yeah.
So I love both of those. But if I had to make one choice, it would definitely be a lion.
Mm.
I love lions. I love big cats, first of all. Black Panthers are beautiful cats, but ain't nothing but a strong lion. And lions are smart. You do something to a lion, he's gonna remember what you did. Yeah. They're just a different breed. So that's what I would love to be. Now, I do love water, just not enough to be a mammal. I just love lions. They're beautiful. They're just beautiful.
If you could be any character in any movie, who would represent you the most, the best?
Ice Cube.
In what movie? Friday?
Sometimes.
I can see that, Coach.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
All of it. Just him in general. I can't pick one. I can't pick one. Because I can do Are We There Yet? With the kids.
Yeah.
I can do that
I can
too.
see that
you
shit
see
too.
I can do that,
I
right?
can see that
I can
too.
do anything. So I think if it was one character out there that I can identify with 1,000% as an actor in movies and music, it would be Ice Cube. He's actually, be honest with you, Ice Cube is my mentor. I'm actually love Ice Cube. He's done a lot for me that he doesn't even know. I've listened to all of his music, all of his records, everything, he's actually taught me how to, do the sweet science of writing, making, how to deliver rhymes and cadences and just be himself, you know what I mean? He's a family man. He loves his kids. He raises his kids. Dude. He's the best to me.
He's very nonchalant.
Nonchalant. Too. He keeps to himself. He's not in the traffic. He's not, you don't catch him a whole bunch doing anything. So if there's one guy who I would say that I can play me, would definitely be O'Shea.
One of the things I love so much about Ice Cube is like he stays so true to himself.
Yes.
Like his message is very consistent.
Yes.
And like lately he's been on the news and caught some heat over things he said and stuff. But it's stuff that he stands for, and he's like, I'm gonna stand for this, whether you fucking like it or not.
And
I'm all for that. But hey, Ice Cube, if you're listening, we'd like to have you on the Reset
We'd love to have you, bro.
If you watch him, and he is asked a question, watch what he does. He pauses.
He pauses for sure.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Yeah.
I didn't get that from him. That's something I've always done, especially because I'll be honest, you guys asked me some tough questions, and then some questions that I had to dig in deep and go into, my memory bank, and then maybe on the way home, I might be like, I should have said that. Maybe I should have said that. But
we don't have another one, bro.
Oh, but you just, that goes without saying, because you're not getting rid of me. You might just.
Well, you got my address now.
No, you may just pull up from work like this. Can you talk to your brother, man? Every day, he's commuting. But this is a fantastic. So Cube, if you see this, man, you my dude, man, and I learned a lot from you, even though we ain't never met. You my guy.
All right, another one, bro. Yeah. If you could have any superpower in this world, what would you be and why? What kind of superpower would you roll with?
Invisibility.
Ooh.
Why?
Because there'd be a whole lot of shit exposed. I'd go get them all.
Go get them all.
I'd get them all. I watch too much politics. I tear their asses up. I tear their asses up, but I'm probably going to get in trouble behind this one, but I tear their asses up. I want to just be able to go, you don't know where the hell I'm at. And while you're up there doing your dirt, I got one of these chilling. I'm going to get all that and one of them.
Yeah.
Because that's got to go invisible too, because I got powers.
Right.
You don't see shit.
Okay, I got one more for you. If you won $100 million right now, what are the first 3 things you do with your money?
Retire my sister, buy my mother a house. No, pay off my sister's house, make sure she can retire, so she doesn't have to keep commuting back and forth from Victorville to down here. My mother's never will have to worry about anything the rest of her life. And then after that, I would I would actually build I guess you would call it an apartment complex, whatever, not one that already existed, but something that I would build, and I would call it 3 Strikes. And what I would do is I would go to people that are at the homeless and captain's areas, and I would say, okay, well, this is where you don't have to pay for anything, but this is the rules. You can't do drugs, you can't get high, you can't drink. You're gonna get I have $100 million. So I do have a lot of contacts of people out there that I can actually put you to work. If you want to change your life, you got a 3-strike rule. That's it.
Beautiful.
After your 3rd strike, then you go back to your homeless and cabins because that's where you wanted to be anyway. So I'm not going to, I gave you 3 chances. I'm going to randomly check up on you. You can stay clean, you can eat, you can do everything, it's going to be set for you. You're good. But you're going to get a job. I don't give a shit if you got to get a paper out. And they don't even sell paper no more. You better find something. You better go get a lawnmower. You better do something. Find something. But you got a certain amount of time to do it. But if I come in here, I'm not against marijuana at all. But if you got a drug addict, if you got a drug problem, you can't get high right now.
Right.
Maybe after you get a job, we talk.
Mm-hmm. If you don't have money to put a roof over your head, that
because the homeless and capitalists are out of control, and people, not enough people care.
Right.
Not enough people care. They just see them, and they just think
out of sight, out of mind type of deal.
They're just there. And a lot of them have maybe done it to themselves. A lot of them has mental issues. Whatever put you in this situation, I want to pull you out. I can't save you all. But if I can save a few at a time, maybe we can clean it up.
But don't you think that speaks something about our current state of our society?
Yes.
That this is growing and growing.
Yeah.
And any big society that has been healthy and thriving has always helped the weakest. That's the whole purpose, right? Like a horde of elephants, when you have a baby elephant, he walks in the middle of everybody.
Absolutely.
Like, you have to protect, right? So I always go back to, what was it, in the 50s when they started closing all those mental facilities and stuff. And there was a lot of horrible stuff going on. If you read into what was going on, I think that needs to be open again in the right way.
I agree.
I think every major city should have a huge mental facility hospital where people can be admitted proper. Like, the reason why those closed up is because they were like, giving them shock therapy, putting holes in there. Like, they were doing some messed up shit.
I think a lot of that is I think that's, they may have used that as an excuse.
Right.
I'm killing the excuse. Like, you're gonna listen. I need you to focus. If this is where you want to be, all you got to do is when I show up, just don't be here and go back.
So we had a podcast yesterday with this rapper Trapper, and he said he says one thing you can know for sure is the streets are always gonna be there.
They're always gonna be there. But $100 million is a lot of money. A lot of money. If I spent $1 million doing what I want to do, which $1 million can go a long way. How about we say $5 million? I still got $95 million. If I blow $95 million, I ain't supposed to have that anyway. Right? Yeah, that money was not supposed to be for me.
That shit happens a lot of times.
It does.
And you got to try really hard to lose $95 million.
Right, but I'm not going in this alone. If you got $100 million, that people that have money will listen to you and sit down with you and say, I need to invest with you. This is we're not trying to make money off this, but it is going to be something coming back where I don't know that's something, man, I'll talk to y'all. Hey, G, this is what I'm doing. How can we make some return or whatever? But besides that, I just want to get the people off the street. This is just ridiculous at this point. No one seems to give a damn about these people. They're just there. I mean, we got the Golden State Warriors right here. We got the San Francisco Giants right here. We got the San Jose Sharks over here. We got all these multi-billion-dollar organizations. And why
Facebook,
is there so much? Why is this? I ain't even touched the .com shit. But you got all of this homelessness. Now I think that's a goddamn sin. How much money do you actually need? How much? Then we can go to hip hop.
I don't think you need that much. I think part of the problem is this you take capitalism to the maximum, right? So, and all of these organizations, and I know there's good organizations out there that help people, but the problem is if you start digging into some of these, is 80% of the money that goes to these things, sometimes more, sometimes less, goes to pay for the staff because they're making money.
Right.
It's a business venture.
Right.
They're not doing it for the kindness of humanity. They're doing it for a business venture because we're in a part of society right now where everything is monetized. Right. And I think, and we said it even here before, is like, well, it's like if you have a talent, you should monetize it. But there's certain things in society that like, just for the health and the good of the general community, because you can be doing good, and I'm blessed. I'm doing really good. I'm a good spot in my life. But the reality is what's happening out there in the world, in my community, affects me. So just because I can have a nice house and I like my doors and I'm safe, it doesn't mean I'm not part of this thing.
I agree.
And it's gonna hit you one way or the other. And that could be the, there's crime and then affects your family or whatever that is.
That's right. Like I have a problem with having money in my wallet. Really, I have a problem. And then I'm walk out of Safeway or I'm walking out of somewhere and someone's need something. I can't walk past them without giving them something or say, man, did you eat today? I haven't eaten at all. I was like, well, what are you here? I'll run right over there and go get you something to eat. And I've literally seen people take off running over there to get something to eat. And it's like, I can't. I just can't. Because I know within the 5 to 10 to 14 days, I'm going to get a check. I'm going to get paid for what I do every single day. So if I have $100 in my wallet that's broken up 5, 10s, 15s, and 20s, I cannot give a $5 or a $10 to somebody who is just sitting there. And especially if they got kids. I'm done. Like, what do you need? You know what I'm saying? It's just, but I've literally watched people just walk right past them like they don't see them. They don't exist. And I literally can't do it. I can't. I'm gonna tell you guys a quick story real quick, and this is a very significant story in my life because this was very important to me. But I was watching this guy walk down Capitol, and Tasman, and he was right by my job, walking across the street with no shoes on, no shoes, not even no socks. So he's walking, and the ground is hot.
Hot as fuck.
Hot. It's the middle of the day. So I went to Walmart. Straight to Walmart. Bought a couple pairs of sandals, bag of socks. Couldn't find them. Came back, couldn't find them. Driving around. Could not figure out where can you have possibly gone? So I'm driving through the parking lots and can't find him. So I came back around to where I was at. He was sitting on the curb with his feet up. Just done. Pulled up. I said, come here, man. You can see how he got up. I said, here, these may be too big or too small. So one size is 12, one size 13. I said, here's a bag of socks. I said, cover your feet. Just cover your feet. Have you eaten? Here you go. So you just got to just look at people and just say, hey, it's not going to kill you to go and help somebody when they need some help. But I'm just watching all these cars just go by. I'm like, this person doesn't exist.
Because people dehumanize them.
People, this society right now, and I'm not saying everybody, it's not true.
Generalize, right?
It's not true. And there is a lot of people out there that has the same heart that I have, or they have the same motivation I have to help people. There's a lot of them. I don't know them all. They're out there. But the most part is people are happy just in their area. Like, you have to open your eyes and look. There's people out there that need you. They may or may have not done this to themselves. We don't know their history. They don't know their story, but you're in a position to help them right now.
That's deep, dog.
You're in this position.
That's deep.
You just drove right past them in a brand new Tesla. So obviously you got a coin or two, right?
Yeah.
You just drove right past them in this brand new. You didn't done all of this, so you just not gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
So when I walk in through my door every single day, I make it a point. As soon as I walk in my door, kick my shoes off, put on my sandals, I say, thank you, Lord Jesus and angels, for everything I have. I love you and I appreciate you.
Amen.
End of story.
Amen, bro.
That's the end of the story. That's exactly how I roll. I get up the next day, do my thing.
Yeah.
You have to do that.
L Block, this has been fantastic.
This has been great.
This has
My
been
first
great,
podcast, never done it before. I've always been envious of these, and I hope I didn't disappoint.
You definitely did disappoint. It was last minute. We were at a party. We decided to just come over here.
Yeah.
Man, this was a great conversation.
This was a great conversation, and the only thing that sucks about it is over.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean, I wish we could keep going, but I totally get it.
Oh, no. There's going to be a part 2, 3, and 4.
I'm coming back.
It's coming.
And for real, the doors are open.
Always.
He said he was going to do this. We did it. I was honest about a lot of things. I was honest about everything, and never been this transparent and open like that.
Well, appreciate you doing it here. Well, thank you. We're gonna ask you a few more questions off camera.
We call it the lightning round.
But for now, this is it. So, guys, you guys know what to do. Follow, like, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Please, if you're subscribing on Instagram and you're not subscribing on YouTube, just go and subscribe over there. Leave us a little comment. Why don't you comment how big his head is, just so I know that you're listening to this
Sunny
video.
Hills, MPT, baby. You know what's happening in the house.
Thank you.
Hey, just real quick, if you're trying to be a coach, a father, a mentor, this podcast is for you. My brother dropped dimes. He dropped gems. He gave you some gold nuggets. It can't get better than that. It can't get better than that, but expect a round 2 pretty soon. L Block, Coach Lawrence in the house. San Jose, we love you. Bay Area, we in the house. The roots of ambition. Look no more else. We're the one for you. Let's go.
You were made for more. Just guts and a vision, no plan B, just the roots of ambition. We left the horror, no lifeline, no crutch. Just hustle in our hands and a dream to clutch. Fear in the mirror, but we faced it loud. Cause fortune only favors the ones who bow out proud. Burn the ships, no churning around.